It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Browns' electric quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Bears, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete to the rookie's second-round pick. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. Whoa! And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 3rd down.
So now, following the penalty, they're only going to need a yard. It is 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Swift. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. Another run here, another run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he will get into the end zone. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy, let the offense unfold, trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
And just a short pickup there to about the 44. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Bears offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. On the handoff, Johnson is running right. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Browns offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll work this forward to the 35. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
We are through one. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Second and 11. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking deep here for Tillman. And the Bears are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. Here comes Swift. They toss it right. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's a Browns first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. He'll drop to throw. He finds Judy on that one. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down. Back to throw. On the quick slant, that's Judy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Browns. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown and time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 3rd down.
The penalty yardage gets them a little closer, but still tough 3rd down conversion coming up. Throwing is Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll look to throw yet again. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. Here's 2nd and 2. Now faking the give. This one complete right side. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Back to the air one more time. This pass caught by Judy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle. And this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to keep it himself. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended, Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. And off the deflection, it is taken in. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, and that's Tillman. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This throw left is complete with Judy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Back to throw. Right back to Judy. He's got it again.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And this ball batted away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly,
to the goal line and in. Jamari Thrash. Touchdown, Cleveland.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns up their lead. It's now 24-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down.
Well, this is the epitome, Mike, of short throw, long run. Everyone talks about the importance of these explosive plays, and of course a lot of them come through the passing game, but you don't always have to throw the ball deep downfield for a big gain. We're seeing more and more of these wide receivers in the NFL that with the ball in their hands, they turn into running backs.
And he's in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They will run it over center with Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Bears 1st down. Here's a give left side. This is Swift. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. On 2nd down, it's Williams. A quick slant into the hands of Odunze. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by...
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Still third down.
The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's third down, and they need 5. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The break, the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to to find themselves back into this game here late.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. Throwing again. Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The visitors' offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. They are in control of this one, trying to finish it off and snap that 2-game losing streak. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. They'll stay on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. A run now on 2nd down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 2nd down.
They bring Jeudy in motion. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with him again. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.